Hi crafty friends, Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today I'm creating a layout using a cut file I found online that I absolutely fell in love with. So here's the cut file that I want to use today, and this is from PearTree Cutfiles. I purchased this from their website. They're very inexpensive and they're so easy to use. So I am using this cut file today on my layout. So I went ahead and backed that cut file offline. Here's the photo I want to document, and this is our new baby kitty. His name is Pepper, and we are just so in love with him. I backed the cut file. I used several of the contour features so I could make a back piece, and then each of the little pieces to fill in the letters. I'm using the 49 in Market Little Celebrations paper collection and some ephemera. And the paper I'm using is called Party Time, and I really like this one. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened with my camera. Let me get that straightened out. I do want to cut the bar strip off the bottom, or the zip strip, because I don't want to forget to do that. And I like that they're reusable, so it's patterned all the way across the bottom, so I can save that and put that in my stash. So here's how I think I want my photo to look. I'm bringing in a piece of pattern paper from Close to My Heart. So I have a huge collection of Close to My Heart papers, and I think that this will just help the cut file stand out a little bit. Now along the cut file, there's like that little gray distressing area. So I want to line this pattern paper up right up to the edge. Now I think this paper matches the collection so well with that brown color. And then I did forget to mention that when I backed my cut file, I used another pattern paper from Close to My Heart. You know, they always used to have those mix-in collections, and I have tons. So I want to try to use them up. So I found these two papers just match the collection really well. I think that I want to bring more of that pattern paper in just to really highlight that meow. So I've cut just a few little strips here, and I'm going to tuck them in at the top and at the bottom. So it looks like there's a full piece going all the way behind it, but I've really just got these little like 1-inch strips here. So I think that looks really cute. And then my photo, I do want to just overlap the cut file a little bit. And now I want to bring in some rub-ons. So these are the 49 in Market Little Celebrations rub-on transfer sheets. You get three whole sheets in this kit, and they are super cute. Now this collection is from Joanne Bain, and I think her collections are really nice. So here's the 3 that it comes with. I think I want to bring in more of that green. So, and then maybe a little bit of brown. So I like this one up here that has like the green and the text. There's already some text on this background paper. So I think by bringing in a little more green, that will just really bring your eye to the cut file here. So I went ahead and used my scissors and cut those out. I've got my bone folder here, and I am just going to use that to burnish in these rub-ons. I don't have a whole lot of experience with rub-ons. In fact, I rarely use them, but the rub-ons that came with this collection are they're all so usable. I like the little splashes of like paint and the text, and then there's some floral swags. They're just really, really pretty. I can use them both on scrapbooking layouts and on cards. So I peeled off the backing sheet, and now I'm just gonna take my bone folder here, and I'm gonna go both directions over the rub-ons. Since I haven't used these, I'm not really sure how great that they're gonna transfer. I know that rub-ons transfer so much better these days than they did in the olden days, because I really haven't used them for maybe 20 years, but they seem to be the hot item now. So I'm just taking one of my Cricut tools here so that I can get underneath this piece, and I'm just making sure everything is transferred. So I gently peel back the paper, and I like that. I'm also going to add a little bit down here under the photo, just to kind of repeat that element, and then off to the side. So I'll put a little bit over here, just rub this on, and we'll see how this looks. So our kitty is about 4 months old. So our whole lives have changed. We love him so much, and he's just a great part to our family now. So let's take a look here. And yeah, I like the way that looks too. So let me bring back in my photo. And I do think I'm gonna have to add a little bit of foam because I'm overlapping the cut file and those other papers. So before I glue my photo down, I wanna keep that in mind. I'm gonna add a few more. These rub-ons are fun. So I'm gonna add a few more. I've got some little splatters that I will add down here and a little bit more text. So we'll add the text down here. It's kind of hard to see, I think, in the video, but there's little text all throughout this pattern paper. And I think that just by adding some more rub-ons, it just gives it my own personal touch and some more interest. So I like it. I mean, the paper was pretty as it was, but to make it my own and add my own personal touch, I am adding a few of these. So this splatter piece was rather large, so I'm gonna cut this in half. I'm gonna put a little bit up here and then a little bit over here. And so we'll see how this looks. So these are kind of like brown little paint splatters. I love the way that looks. And let me peel this one up. And that looks really good. And then we'll peel this one up too. Let me get this off my paper here. There we go. So that looks really, really good. So now I'm going to bring in some of the embellishments. I've already picked some of the embellishments from the kit, and these are their laser cut elements. Now 49 in Market has the best laser cut elements. First, let me go ahead and glue this piece of foam to my photo so I can get this photo placed down because I'm really happy with the placement. I should not have put my photo upside down right over those rub-ons because I feel like a little bit of sticky might have gotten on my photo. It's not too bad and I don't think it's noticeable, but just a word of caution to maybe put it off to the side when you're flipping your photo upside down. All right, this is how I want my photo, so I'm gonna go ahead and push this down and into place. And now I'm gonna bring in those laser cut elements. So I've got some of these florals and the colors just are so good. And I've got a little bird, so I think that looks good up in that corner. I want to have 3 embellishment clusters, so I've got this upper right of the title, and then I want to do this lower left of the title, and then one over to the right bottom of my photo. Now each of these clusters, I like repeating elements, so I've got a floral cluster, and then I also am bringing in a little bird. So in the laser cut elements, there were lots and lots of florals, but they also had these cute little birds. And one of Pepper's favorite things to do is to sit at the sliding glass doors and watch for birds outside. He just loves it. It keeps him entertained for hours. He also likes watching the cat TV, the ones that have the birds. He's really interested in birds. He also likes cars. So, but I don't think a car die cut would have looked good on this page. So off camera, I went ahead and added some foam to the back of each of these laser cut elements, both the florals and the birds. I want the birds to really pop up. I think for this upper cluster, I want to place the bird kind of on the title. I was thinking maybe on the leaves, but I really like it just kind of resting like it's landing on the title. Isn't that cute? I love that so much. All right, and then this lower cluster, I have this laser cut element here, and let me just make sure it's not hanging off the page, so I'll turn it just a little bit. And I like the way that that frames in my title. And then I've got some foam here on the bird. Now this one I am going to place right on the floral cluster. And then I've got one more here, and I'm just placing the foam to the right of the florals because it's going to overlap my photo, which already has foam on it. So I just want the foam on the pieces that aren't going to touch the picture. So let me get this in place, and then I've got this one more little bird to put on the layout, and we'll have him just kind of flying in. Isn't that cute? All right, so I think this looks really nice as a finishing element. Off camera, I went in and added some sequins and some little gold gems. So let me hold this up so you can see how the rub-ons transferred on and also all the sequins. The glue isn't quite dry yet, but I think it looks so cute. So this was a quick and easy layout. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. I will have some affiliate links listed down below in the description box, and I appreciate when you shop my links as I do receive a small commission at no extra charge to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.